Now let's go back to the auction block for something special. NHRA Hall of Famer Darrell Gwynn is here once again this year. Here to raise money for the Darrell Gwynn Foundation. Let's go to the block.
For all of us that drive cars fast, could happen to any one of us that quick. And what he's trying to do to find a cure for paralysis, it's our pleasure to try to help him. So you're not just buying a truck here, you're helping a lot of people get out of wheelchairs.
There's Darrell.
Thank you, Mr. Gwynn, for all you do. Ladies and gentlemen, all the proceeds. Now write your check to the Darrell Gwynn Foundation. Yep, we got it. We're going to get his microphone. Yeah, we're going to get his microphone. That's what we're trying to do. That's the longest cord on that one, I believe. I'm not sure it's long enough.
Former NHRA top fuel champion.
Oh, is your longer?
Injured in a racing wreck.
Sorry.
Gotta wonder how many more he would have won.
Oh boy,
had his career been able to go
enfant terrible for sure.
Full extent.
Today's another great day for the Darrell Gwynn Foundation. We want to thank you to Barrett-Jackson. The Darrell Gwynn Foundation is an official charity of Barrett-Jackson. Thanks to Craig and Steve and Gary and all the great people at Barrett-Jackson. We're going to turn this truck into wheelchairs. We're going to buy wheelchairs for kids who need it. And as you've seen us do last year here right on the stage, we're going to make this truck turn into about 10 wheelchairs. As high as the price is, that's how many wheelchairs we're going to buy with this truck. And Tony Stewart's up here. He's on the board of my foundation. He's going to help sell it. So we really appreciate your support, and thank you very much.
All right. I tell you, every dollar goes to the Darrell Gwynn Foundation. Every dollar goes to buy wheelchairs for young men and young women, and their families cannot afford that. So we need to help those young people be mobile again. All the proceeds on the truck. So the truck's up for sale.
1990 Chevy custom pickup.
Becky, how about this? How about making a credible donation to Darrell Gwynn and the truck's free? That's right. There you go. Yeah. I'm here down on the field. Who'll start the bidding at $5,000?
Been modified a little bit, but it was began life as one of those 454 SS Chevy pickups. They sold these, unfortunately at the time, just 230 horsepower from a 454 big block, but that of course is not what any of this is about at the moment. We're trying to raise some money for charity here, and the truck is secondary.
I got to say, there were two different transmissions available in these. The first year or two, correct me if I'm wrong, there was a 3-speed turbo 400, but they finally grew up and they got a 4L80E 4-speed overdrive automatic, which really made them a much better truck. Not sure which one this is. I can't see inside.
Other than the aftermarket tack, the interior is stock. And I put this truck in the nicely preserved class.
Say, Mike, can you see the shift quadrant from over there? And do you see an overdrive function or just 1, 2, and 3?
Don't forget, you're making donations, Darrell Gwynn, the truck's free.
1, 2, and drive, Steve.
Okay, this is an earlier one with the Turbo 400.
You could talk about Darrell Gwynn, a guy who could have thought that his life was over, but not so. After that terrible accident, he married, he's had a family, he's formed this foundation, he's run his own race team. This is a man who just doesn't know what giving up is about. All credit to him.
15 victories as an owner, 28 national event wins as a driver, 18 in top fuel, 10 in top alcohol dragster.
There's an additional bonus to this that Tony is going to throw in another $10,000 on top of it in the name of the person that buys the truck.
Hey,
so
that's great.
This truck in itself is cheap right now, and we haven't raised nearly enough money for the foundation yet. So let's keep working on this.
All right, now we have a bidder on the internet. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, all our bidders on the internet.
Darrell was injured
on the internet
1990 in an accident at Santa Pa Dragway in England at the age of 28. I believe it was around Easter. He was over there for some match racing. Suffered a crash on a pass that left him on this wheelchair.
And as you just saw, a very nice gesture by two-time NASCAR champion Tony Stewart. He said, I'll pitch in another 10 grand on top of whatever the bid is in the name of the successful bidder. And again, it all goes to charity for the Darrell Gwynn Foundation. So it's 30 plus 10 so far. Thank you, Smoke. Appreciate that.
A quick look underneath the truck. We see the standard 14-bolt GM rear axle. It does have some aftermarket goodies. Hotchkiss sway bars added on.
Seven, seven goes, seven a bit, seven, 35, 7, 40, 40,
Tony Stewart, too, getting into this auction
I think we ought to be getting closer to 50, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, Goldberg, get them pumped up, bud. Pump them up, bro. It's all for Darrell and his kids, guys. Drag racing legend.
47.50. He's out here. 47, $50,000 is bid.
Checks going directly to Darrell Gwynn Foundation.
$50,000 is bid. 52,000. 50,000 is bid. 52,000. $55,000. 60,000 where? 60. And 55 is bid. $60,000. And take it down, dear. Now the money's on the stage. The money is on the stage. 55 and 60. And take it down, dear. Take it down, dear. I'm shooting for 50 now. I'm shooting for 100 in case y'all was wondering. 60. 60. Anybody else? 57 last call. All right. Everybody on the front row will sign the truck, they tell me. Is that right? Darrell, Tony, Mr. Goldberg, Mr. Jackson, everybody else, anybody else that you, Hank, anybody else that you want up here will sign this truck. You just pick who you want. We'll make sure you get it done. All right?
The boss and the biggest guy in the front row are Mr.
Asking $57,000. 57 going once. 57 going twice. 57 third and last call. Oh, excuse me.
This may not mean much, especially next to Tony Stewart and everything he's giving for it, but if anybody remembers, I retired WrestleMania 20 3 years ago. I will throw in my last pair of wrestling boots that I ever used at WrestleMania 20. I'll sign them. I won't throw in my trunks because, you know, you can go out and buy a Speedo and it'll be the same thing, but that's what I can do.
All right. Thank you very much. 55 7. 50.